Good evening to you, or good morning to you, depending on whereabouts you are. Once again, I'm filming with the sun straight in my face. Seems to be an occupational hazard for me. What I wanted to do was to talk about luggage, really, and this little tour that we're going on to the NC 500. Yes, it's 500 miles, but in reality for us it's going to be about 2,000 miles. We're taking our time. We're going to do little tours off as we go around, and I'm going to be away for around 8 days in total, so I need enough carrying capacity to cope with that. Lots of underpants. Though Indian John did tell me we can just reverse them and wear them twice, so maybe not. Anyway, as you know, I'm going on the Suzuki GSX 8R. More of a sports bike than a touring bike, but I bought it to do as a sports tourer, and I did get some luggage. So let's have a little look at it. So here you are, yeah, GSX 8R. So you can see what carrying capacity I've got. They're not massive. They're okay for a weekend away, but 8 days, and all my camera equipment and security equipment and things like that. I needed a solution. Well, I mentioned this to I&J's. Yeah, and I'll tell you what they suggested for me. So this arrived in the post, and I thought, well, that's not very big. It looks a bit flat. It'll be all right if I'm delivering pizzas. But then I began to unwrap it. Plenty of connectors, but I'll show you better when I've got it up, so it all becomes much clearer as you unfold it. It's sort of a bit of a magic box. This starts to hold its shape. Both sides, like that. And then all of a sudden you've got actually quite a lot of space. Quite a big box, but it doesn't stop there, because it actually, if I show you on this side, so if you fold back the top, this zip pops unders like that, and all of a sudden these pop out some more, and I'll do this side so you can see it fully. Like that, back over, and all of a sudden it's that big. It's got some pouches at the side which contain, in this end, I believe a waterproof bag, but I don't know yet. So in here I assume that this, yeah, for extra security, and a strap underneath that goes over the whole lot and fastens underneath with this strap. Absolutely wonderful. But that's not all. Let me put that back in its little carrying bag. I'm hoping I don't actually need this, or in fact any of the products I&J have sent me, because they're all waterproof. Yeah. So we'll zip that back up. We've obviously got a pocket at this side which contains a carry strap, and let's open it up. So it goes from 40 to 60 litres, does the bag, and that isn't bad. especially for what I want. So what have we got here? We've got a carrying strap and some clips, ratchet clips for strapping it down, and some conventional clips. I don't know if I can get into those, but pretty much the same, you know, the sort of thing. They obviously clip into, if I show you these, so they'd clip into those like that, and then you can fasten it down. All sorts of ways of fastening it, so you're always going to be able to get it fastened. I will put some images in and some measurements, if I get time, into the video. But let's get this open, get these in there, and let's see what it looks like. Oh, in the bag there's straps for fastening it, for holding it tight, holding if you're only half full. Let me show you. So inside you can see plenty of room. That goes right out there. You've got straps for adjusting it. You've got straps here that go across to fasten anything down. But the most important, I guess, is fitting it to the bike. So little pocket inside, putting stuff in there as well. Lots of little pockets and bottle holders in the side pockets. So in these, when it's not carrying the waterproof, in here there is another little pocket for putting your phone in or whatever you want. But what I wanted to know is how it fits on the bike. So what I'm going to do first of all is zip it back up. A little bit tricky when you're doing it on a bike seat. Yeah, let's get this zipped up first. I mean, it is so ingenious, so clever. Let's get that back over the top, because I don't know if this fits yet on the bike, and we do need to try that. Now, I'm going to keep the top box on. So this is for me, this is going on the back seat. So let's have a little look. So there you go. What do you reckon? Simple. These 4 straps I've got attached to the frame, clip on, they loop round there. I'll probably put more straps on as well. There are still these 2 straps which are the ratchet type. So there you go. What do you reckon? It doesn't look too bad, does it? The question is, will I get on board? I suppose you want to see how much room it leaves me when I'm on. Getting on the next task. Obviously a big lump. The bag, not me. Same as you would on an adventure bike with loads of luggage on. And there, bit of a tight squeeze. I think I'll be all right. I think it actually makes me feel more secure. Yeah. We'll have to go down the road and see what it's like, of course. But, and of course, getting off when we're old. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the fact there's a carry thing, so I can just put it over my shoulder. It can carry the bulk of the stuff that I'm taking into the hotel, I think. And it leaves me quite a lot of other capacity with these. Yeah, but there is something else I need. Waterproof, that's it. Of course, the waterproof carrier bag, I won't show you it because you know what it looks like. It's elasticated, it goes over there and you fasten it underneath. With these popped out, they'll just sit on top of these. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, I really like it. So that's it, ride iron. I think, don't know how much it is, but I'll put the price up now, but it's going to be about £100 and odd, and I would think there'll be a discount code as well in the description. So thank you very much, Ride Iron. Yeah. Before I go though, something else I want to show you. Bear with me. So you'll remember on Bertie I had the Euchi and it had to be hardwired in and it didn't really suit Bertie. And ideally I needed something for this bike, and I don't know how, Carpuride, yeah, they sent me this. Now let's see if it fits, because it's got a fit on here. The problem with the Uchi, I couldn't get it to, the fixings just wouldn't allow me to get it on here. So I'm hoping this will be different. So let's have a little look at it first. So here we are. Let's have a little look. And there it is. Quite a bit smaller, which is also, for me, a good thing for the Suzuki. A ball joint socket, that's looking good so far. Let's get all of this lot out, and the hard wiring to wire it in. But you'll notice that there's a joint there. What else have we got in here? We've got the ball and socket type fixing, rather like a lot of the mounts I have for the GoPros and stuff. So that is quite narrow as well. I don't have a lot of room on the Suzuki, but you'll be able to have a look. And obviously quite a lot of movement to locate where you actually want the screen, so that's good. There is also a mount for a mirror mount, so you can put it on mirrors there by the looks, and bolts to go with it, a spare fuse, but I'm hoping I'm not going to need that because it also connects by USB, and so I don't have to hardwire it in. And it also means that you can take it off at night, or if you leave it somewhere, and take it with you so it doesn't get nicked, which is also one of the other problems with the Euchi. But let's see if it works. So first things first, let's get these undone, because this is key. It's got a couple of spacers in there as well. Don't want to lose those. He says immediately losing it. Let's put those on there. We'll find that in a minute, and those. Right, so after quite a bit of fiddling about, I've managed to locate it somewhere that's sort of reasonable. I'm going to put it about there, I reckon. which now I've got to check that that doesn't interfere with anything, and my view from here I could actually lower that down a bit, somewhere like that. But while we're thinking about that, let's just get this unplugged and see what happens, see if it turns on. So I've disconnected the hard wire. And here is the USB connection. So let's see if that fits in there okay, like that. Because of course, and then down here I've got a little USB, so unplug that, and that goes in that way, like that. Now of course I need the ignition key, don't I? Yeah, let me get the ignition key. Right, so the ignition key in, can still do that okay. Ignition on. And it fires up. Absolutely marvellous. So I don't know if you can see that, so I'm going to move the camera a bit closer. Look at that. So now all I need to do is connect this up to my phone, and Bob's your uncle. We should be in business. What I'll do is I'll bring you back when it is. Yeah. Right, so there it is, just like it was on Auchi. Got Waze, you've got all the usual apps that you get on your phone. Absolutely wonderful, very smooth. And of course my favourite, Waze for directions. That's just marvellous. So all I have to do now is find out whether I'm happy with the position and get it going. Let's just do test, turn it off, it goes off. Turn it back on. Does it automatically connect to my phone? Let's see if we can't connect it, and we're off, and it's back up. Yeah, brilliant. So you'll be seeing quite a bit of that on the tour. Yeah. Right, so here it is. Plenty of luggage space, certainly for 8 days. And my Satnav sorted from Carpuride. So I'll show you getting on is practice from having horses. Yeah. And this, I'll show you, let me get the camera, is in, for me, is in the perfect position. So there you go, that's what I see there, just like that. You can see it if I turn the ignition on. Ding, Carpuride starts, clock start, and hopefully this will connect. No trouble at all. They normally take a little bit if I, and there we go. And I've got my Waze, I've got my directions. Yeah, let's go back to home, and some music. Oh, let's have a look there. Olivia Newton-John. Of course, I've got no speakers hooked up, but if I had my earphones on, that'd be playing. Yeah. Absolutely marvellous, I think, anyway. Let me get off. So you want to see me? Yeah. No trouble. I love it. Do I need more luggage space? Maybe, but I do have a little something for that coming later on. So you'll see, we'll see how this goes on the tour and what it's like when we get back, if it's as tough as it looks, and see if I get lost. Yeah, marvellous. Right, I'll leave it at that, and I'll catch you in another video. Yeah. Oh, turn that off.